Hey guys, and welcome to my channel again. So this is now being renamed to Printed Props. I think my channel used to be called Clark 3D PR before or something like that. But anyways, Printed Props is more like self-explanatory, so I think it's a better name. So here in this video I'm showcasing my latest projects. So this is the Militech M221 Saratoga from Cyberpunk 2077. So these files here are 3D printable and they're already in the on Thingiverse. So link is in the description below. But before you go there, let me just explain a couple things. So I've only printed half of this thing out myself, and then I started getting problems with my 3D printer. So I ordered some spare parts for my 3D printer, then I fixed some of those problems with the spare parts, then I had to order more parts, and now I've got to wait like a few more weeks for those parts to arrive because of all the shipping delays, because this pandemic and stuff is all shipping delays everywhere, at least here in Victoria, Australia. So I thought, I might as well just upload these files so you guys can at least, print them out yourself, even if I can't. But the files I did manage to print for this Saratoga is that they worked alright. So it's about 95% complete, or maybe even more than that. So if you guys can give me some feedback after you print it out, that'll be great. Probably just leave a comment below or something like that, or comment on my Thingiverse, or PM me on Thingiverse, or whatever, to give me some constructive feedback. So on the screen right now, you can see I'm just showing you how I built how I designed the Saratoga thing. Use some reference images from the Cyberpunk cosplay contest. So they have official Cyberpunk thing, and on the left of the screen there you can see my previous project, the cant, which I used as a reference as well for what size I should make the trigger and this and that and all that sort of stuff. So some of these features that this has to make it suitable for 3D printing is made in multiple parts. So obviously, but what's cool is that every part that has its own color is a separate part. So what that means is that you can print something out, and that part does not need any masking or anything like that if you want to paint it, because it's all just one part for that, or it's all just one color for that one part. And you don't even need to paint it either if you have the correct color filament, so that's good. The next project that I'm showcasing here is still a work in progress, so this is mostly done, as you'll see towards the end of the video. But now when all these parts I make, this is like a really detailed part right here. So just making a little exclamation warning, danger sign, whatever it is on the now this is the Militech Archilles, which is shown off in one of the very early trailers of the Cyberpunk trailers. So yeah, so if you're going to print out these small details like this, obviously you need to adjust your layer height. I recommend just going like as fine as possible, like 0.1 millimeters. Things with fine details are generally like really small parts, so they shouldn't take forever to print out. Okay, like maybe just a few hours or whatever, even on 0.1 millimeters. So yeah, just otherwise the details might not show if you print it at 0.3 millimeters or something. The speed you're looking at in the video right now of all this detailing stuff is 4 times speed. But anyways, and all the parts are also designed to have gaps between them, because obviously 3D printers are not like perfectly, within 1/100th of a millimeter tolerance. There's a bit of tolerance at maybe 0.1 to 0.3 millimeters, or depending on how well calibrated your printer is, of course. I made a 0.5 millimeter gap between each piece that fits together. Unless it's a really simple two pieces that just butt up against each other, then it's just flush. There's no 0.5 millimeter gap. But yeah, I made sure that there's a gap there, just to account for the tolerances of 3D printers. Also, the Saratoga you just saw, the files are on Thingiverse. This is a big milestone because this is the first prop that I designed that's actually made for other people to print, such as you guys. Because before my previous projects, they were just like really large pieces and stuff like that, because I have a artillery Sidewinder X1 3D printer which has a build volume of 300 by 300 by 400 millimeters, But I understand that, you know, not everyone has a huge printer. So I made this as accessible to as many people as possible. And starting from the Saratoga project and this Militech Archilles project and any other future project, they're going to be much smaller pieces. So 150 by 150 by 150 millimeters is the minimum size of your build volume. Pretty much every printer out there that I've ever heard of has at least 150 millimeters on the smallest build volume dimension. So yeah, it should be accessible to everyone basically. Also, you only need PLA for this stuff, so PLA filament should be fine. Support material is very limited. I mean, in a good way, because you don't want to use support material if you don't need it. So I made it support material, like only use support material if it's like absolutely necessary. Also, note the orientation of the parts. So when you orientate on your print bed and stuff, parts that are next to each other, they should be orientated in the same sort of way so that the layer lines sort of continue on between the two parts, so it looks more aesthetically pleasing. So I also accounted for that as well. So I made it so that similar parts that are situated like next to each other or connect to each other, they have layer lines orientated the same way. The Militech Archilles rifle will be the next project available. I just need to finish a few little details here and there on it before I'll release the file. So if you want to keep up to date with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, one more. The next project is the Arasaka TKI-20 Shingen. Again, I need to finish a few little details here and there, and then those files will also be available, so that is going to be awesome. The next video I'm going to showcase will be the Saratoga. When I build it myself, when I print it out myself, and I'm going to do like a showcase video of that, so keep up to date with that, and then I'll finally post it on Reddit, so you guys actually get early access to these Thingiverse files. And then once I build it myself, and once I get some feedback from you guys or whatever, I'll post it on Reddit. If this video helped you out in any way, be sure to hit the like button. It helps the channel out a lot. And also leave a comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.